All right, so plans didn't go the way that I was expecting it to. Uh, so irritating. I mean, really irritating. I was there, as you can see in the previous videos. I walked around, I showed what I was going to be doing. I said that I forgot the tripod. I just wanted to get the job done, so I was gonna videotape whatever I could. And I probably was there for 10-15 minutes, and using the pressure washer, everything was going crisp. I didn't even get footage because it was going pretty well. And I was, like I said, I was only working for like 10-15 minutes of actually pressure washing the floor with the surface cleaner, and the part that holds the two metal tubes that pushes the water in circles in the surface cleaner stopped spinning. And I spent about 15 minutes trying to mess around with it and try to figure out why it wasn't spinning. I didn't tamper with it at all because I knew that if it wasn't going to work in the next 15 minutes while I was turning it on, turning it off, taking the hose off, putting it back on, making sure that all the connections were proper, I turned the water off and spun it with my finger. Everything worked perfectly fine. As soon as I put pressure into the surface cleaner, it stopped working. It would get about one rotation in and then just stop. So I proceeded to continue to try to just use it the way that it was, thinking that it was going to, fix itself or something like that. No, didn't happen. My biggest issue is right in front of the customer, my first job with the surface cleaner, and it stops right in front of my customer. And that is just, it really makes me upset. And then not only did it stop working, but now I have to explain to the customer that, it's going to be like, if I don't use a surface cleaner, it's probably going to take a multi-day project, whereas with the surface cleaner, it would probably take about 3 hours. Very frustrating, very upsetting to have that happen right in front of a customer while you're on the job, a paying job, and really irritating. So now I have to go back next week, which I am perfectly fine with because, like, I want to get the job done. I want to satisfy the customer. I want to have, a good review. I guess when that time comes, I'll do a follow-up video. And how's it going, guys? Sarah's holding the camera. We're on a super crazy rescue mission. Now I'm going to purchase a brand new DeWalt 18-inch surface cleaner. And it is currently 8 p.m. and we have an hour and 20-minute drive south left to go pick this thing up and then drive 2 hours home. Now this is the part of the video where I've got the new surface cleaner. I got all of the added supplies that I purchased at Lowe's, some brooms, some scrape brushes, some chemicals, bleach, and now I am back at the job a week later on Tuesday, which is today, and I am actually going to finish the job. And for the rest of this video, it is just hyperlapses and me giving updates on the video. All right, so I want to give a brief little update on what's going on. So as you can see, I've been here for about 4 hours now. This is my first actual paying job, and this is what the deck has turned into. The customer is actually satisfied with the way that the deck has turned out. Over here on the left side, this is where it's all dry so far because of the sun. This side is still wet, so you can see that after multiple passes with the pressure washer and using chemical, a combination of bleach and also Simple Green, this is what has turned out. Like I said, the customer is very satisfied. I guess all he was looking for was for me to take as much of the chipping paint as possible off, and I have done way more than that, obviously. I was expecting this job to be about 3 to 4 hours, so I'm just a little bit on the overtime. But so now I'm on the front side of the deck. I have to move the furniture, one section at a time. So right now I have done one pass over here with the surface cleaner, and then I just sprayed some Simple Green with my foam cannon, and I'm letting that activate, and then I'm gonna do one more pass with the surface cleaner. And then once I'm done with this section, I'll move all of the furniture over into this corner, and then I'll be doing all of that section over there. But yeah, so the customer, like I stated, was very satisfied with the outcome. He is perfectly fine with all of the leftover paint, as you can see on all of the deck. He's perfectly fine with all of that. I told him that I could continue to work on it. He said no, he was just looking for the chipping paint to be removed off of the deck alone. I also went ahead and did a little bit of these sidings to the railing. Once this is done, I'm going to move all the furniture over to this section and then work on the rest of that section, and then it'll be a wrap. So, but yeah, let's set you guys up and continue on with the job. All right, I've gotten everything packed up, and last is the sign, and then I'll be getting out of here. But this is the walk around video of the end result. Customer was very satisfied with the way that the back deck came out. He wasn't able to see the front deck, but he was able to see the wraparound portion. He was very satisfied with this. Like I said in the last clip, this stuff was the hardest paint of it all to remove. As we walk towards the front deck was probably the easiest one out of all of them. I only had to do 2 passes before and after the chemical. But yeah, so this is the end result. Hey guys, so this is the end of the video. It just shows me walking around the deck one more time to show the job, and then I packed up, grabbed my sign, and I headed out. I did contact the customer afterwards, sent him before and after photos, and he was very satisfied. So if you or anybody that is watching the video, if you have somebody that you know of, family member, a loved one, that is looking for pressure washing on, you know, a driveway, a patio, a deck, a housing, to give me a call, and or find me on Facebook at Silva Under Pressure and get an appointment in, or message me.